This is probably the single greatest thing that I ever said to students in my 20 years of teaching. And I said it in frustration. I kind of said it by accident. I was teaching them about talent and how talent in life is not enough. Like, your talent is not the key to your success. Now, I'm talking to some 14-year-olds this particular day, some of whom were really good at a sport. Like, about 4 of them in the room were really good at a sport. Now, my mission in life with people is to really help people. Like, I would rather help you than you like me. Don't get me wrong, I like people and I want to be liked as much as anybody else, but if it comes down to it, I would rather help people than get them to dislike me. And certainly I was like that as a teacher. So this really important lesson I wanted to teach them that day, I made a bold statement. I said, for example, like, let's say you're great at a sport. Like, no one really cares. And of course, I said it casually, but I knew it was going to get a rise out of people. And sure enough, it did. There was some people that were like, oh, no, you didn't. I know you didn't just say that. And I was like, oh, no, don't get me wrong. Like, I know your parents care and your grandparents care. But like in a few years, like, no one's going to care that you ever played that sport. And it's fine that you do it. In any way, obviously, I'm willing to offend students in order to help students. Because what I found is sometimes you have to do something to have them be awake, lest you teach them nothing. And so we kind of went back and forth on this about talent. And then in frustration, trying to communicate to them, I said, listen, I am 45 years old and I have never done anything with my life that I deserve the credit for. And I was like, wait, what did I just say? And I was like, yeah, I'm 45 years old and I've never done anything in my life that I deserve the credit for. And I explained to them anything that I've done, the very fact that I was teaching in this great school at this time. I'm like, I didn't make this school happen. There are people that did so much to make this school building be here. There are sacrifices made by thousands of people that this school can even exist. And I just get to walk in the building, unlock my door, and the bell rings and you have to come to me and I get to teach. I don't deserve the credit. I get to do a part, but I don't deserve the credit for this. And then I talked about their life. And so let's say you're good at softball. Well, when did you start playing softball? How old were you? Who signed you up? Who took you to practice? Who volunteered to coach? And all the other teams that were ran by volunteer coaches and all the parents sacrificing the time and money and putting together tournaments. And all you have to do is put on your uniform and go play your game. I think that lesson is so instrumental and so true of all of our lives. And when we put our talent to the side in terms of it being the key to my success, and instead we show up boldly and do our part and be thankful for the contributions that other people play in our life, I think we'll all say the thing that I said that day. Yeah, I own this business, but I don't deserve the credit for it. Yeah, I got this award, but do I deserve the credit for it? This isn't bad news. When I said that day, I'm 45 years old and I've never done anything in my life that I deserve the credit for, that wasn't bad news. That's news. Actually, it's great news. It's the story of all of our lives, that all of us get to we get to experience this wonderful thing called life. And because of the contributions of so many people in our life, we get to do things and experience things and have successes. But it's not because I make it happen. For all of us, it's the contribution that other people make in our life. And so I encourage you to do the things I continually encourage myself to do, which is to allow other people to have a bold impact in my life.